Hello and welcome to this demonstration of our new software, ICANotes Plus. Right now you see that we are on the dashboard. The dashboard will be the first thing that you see when you sign into your account. Here you can see the status of your notes. You can also view all notes and you can do them over a period of time, so from today to 12 months. You can view by clinician as well. And then down here are all the notes that are pertaining to each clinician. You can go straight to a client's account, to their chart, or to the specific note. I also want to draw your attention to these icons here on the left side. We have the dashboard, which brings you back to this page, your chart room, calendar. Your quick calendar are your appointments for the day or your daily agenda, your reports, and then I do want to draw your attention to the support icon. Here you can search our library for articles and videos to help you on different aspects of the software. We have our chat on our website where you can talk to a support agent, you could submit a ticket, or you can call in for help. And you also can schedule one-on-one training sessions with our training specialists. Here in the settings area is where you would set up the back end of your account. You can also turn on client booking so they can schedule their own appointments through the portal. Your practice settings. You can also create intake packets here with the form and assessment package, which will easily send any forms that you select to patients as part of intake. Under account management is where you would add additional users as well. I'm going to go to the chart room now and show you around here. So these are our signature filing cabinets where you can access charts. You'll also see a list of clients here. You can filter them by whether they're active, inactive, pending, or test charts. To create a new chart, you would simply click here, put first name, last name, date of birth, preferred name, their gender identity and sex. You can choose different clinicians if you have other clinicians on your staff. You can also add an email address, which will make you able to send them that intake packet at the same time that you create a chart. You'll see that this lights up. That will give them access to their portal, and you can send them their client intake right when you create the chart. I'm going to go into an established patient here and show you around. This is our chart face. So on the chart face, you can view client information, their appointment history. You can also see who they're assigned to, and you can start a telehealth session directly from the chart face. This area here will pull in automatically the most current information as far as medications, their diagnosis, health concerns, and risk factors. You will have all these types of notes available to you, so progress, case management, complete eval or your biopsychosocial, couples and family therapy, quick note, and your SOAP note. Here is your documentation here. You'll notice here some are gray, some are blue. So if a note is in progress and not finished yet, it will still be gray, and you can go right here to the work area to access that note. If it is a finished or signed note, you will see it is blue here, and the note is compiled, and you can access that here. I'm going to go over these tabs across the top real quick. So demographics is here. Your clients can actually complete this information through the patient portal. Most recent notes, billing, you can see we have their insurance information. You can also see invoices that have been sent, and you can also request payment through here by clicking here and requesting payment. And we also have an account ledger where you can see the most recent activity on their account. Here's where all of your documents are housed. You can easily send these to a patient for signature by clicking on these three dots over here, and you can share, and you could share to sign there, and that will send that to the patient portal. This communications area is the patient portal where you can see the latest forms and assessments that you have sent, whether they've been completed or sent. And also messaging, you can message them through here. You can also send appointment reminders. We have the ability to do email appointment reminders and text appointment reminders, and you would need to turn these features on. And then we also have treatment plans here. So I'm going to go through a progress note really quick with you. Now, our software is button driven, so all of the clinical content is built into the buttons. And when you click on a button, you will see a shrub open with specific options. So you can click on a button there in this shrub and it may open up more information in the next shrub and so forth. So I'm going to run through these symptoms here. So maybe anger is the same, guilt is the same, maybe sleep problems are now present, and thinking difficulties are the same. What you'll see over here in this yellow text box is that it is creating complete human speech sentences. It is using the client's first name or preferred name, as well as the correct pronoun based on what you put in demographics. This yellow text field is a free text field, so you can add more detail, more information if you like. And we also have this new feature called edit mode. So if I turn this on, you'll notice that the appearance of the shrubs have changed. So you have the ability to gray out or remove content that you do not use on a regular basis. And so that will remove it from the shrub. You can also bring it back in if it is something you feel that you now need. You can bring that back in. You can also move them around. So if there's something you use regularly, you can move it to the top of the list, and that will increase your workflow. And you can also add custom content within each shrub. And you do have the ability to create custom buttons over here on the right-hand side as well. So a lot more ability to customize this software the way that you need it for your practice. So I'm going to turn edit mode off, and we'll continue with our note. So if behavior is normal, you can click the normal button, or we could quickly come through here and say maybe self-care is reduced, functioning at work is impaired, anger is partly controlled, food and water intake is diminished, and maybe sleep. She's having problems falling asleep. And we have verbal content. She talked about problems with her marriage and work, and there's anger, grief, guilt, and shame. Your interventions perhaps are coping skills, management of stress, self-control. Your interventions may be identifying triggers, patterns of behavior, sources of feelings. You offered support, and maybe you counseled her on stress reduction techniques. Mental status exam. Her appearance was guarded. She was underweight and tense. Mood was depressed based on facial expression and general demeanor. Not psychotic, has ideas of suicidality but no intent. Denied homicidal ideas. Insight fair, judgment fair. Maybe she made poor eye contact. There is a drug withdrawal and intox shrub here as well. If you took any assessments, you can record those easily by just choosing the assessment and her score. It will say what the assessment is, what the score suggests, and it will put her exact score in. And again, you can use our edit mode to add any other assessments that you use that may not be on our list. You can add current stressors. We do have the suicide and violence risk assessment. We can justify level of care, and we do have EMDR. So once you've completed part 1 of the note, we're going to move on to part 2. And in part 2 is where we're going to add the final touches to this note. So here under diagnosis, we do recommend that you create a short list in your settings of the codes you use most often. That's going to increase your workflow. And anything that's in this area is going to pull forward from note to note. So once you've given a diagnosis, it will pull forward. Service codes, again, you'll want to use a short list of codes with your rates as well. You put that in your settings. You can mark this as a telehealth session. You can put in time spent, and you can also link to a treatment plan. So here we have our plan here, our problem. We'll select our intervention and we'll link it, and there has been some progress, so we're going to continue with the current plan, and we'll link that. It's going to pull that into your note. You do have an area to enter private notes, and we can put in what we want to do for follow-up. And after that, we'll compile and preview. It's going to pull all of that into a nice, complete note when you can electronically sign down here in the bottom left-hand corner. And it's going to sign that for me. You'll see that it is a very full narrative form. It looks like you spent a lot of time typing this up. And once you've done that, we can generate an invoice and request payment. And here we'll request payment. They will receive this email where they can go right in to pay. They don't need to be in the portal to pay. They can do this right through their email. So we will request payment, and you will see here the email has been successfully sent. Next, I will demonstrate how to submit insurance claims through ICANotes Plus. I'm going to go back to our dashboard and go to our billing work list. We can do a quick search for the note that you just created by putting in the date. And here's the note that we created here. So we're going to click here. We're going to click here, and then we're going to submit claims. It will let us know that it has been successfully submitted. Okay, claim successfully submitted. And if we come in here to build encounters, you'll be able to see that note here that it has gone through. Now we can go to Change Healthcare, and here is the claim that has been submitted. We can click here on the claim ID. And here we can see that it has been submitted, and we can see that it has been accepted, and here's all the details about that. Now I'll go back to the chart face here and just quickly run through what our complete eval or our complete assessment looks like. I won't go through this because, as you know, it's quite extensive, but here you'll see we do have the button-driven content here as well. So we have history of present illness, past psych history, medical history, social history, developmental history, family mental health, mental status exam, and then you would complete that note just like we did in the last one. Okay, so next thing I want to show you is what the patient sees from the patient portal side. So here I'm going to go into the client portal and sign in there. And this is what they're going to see. So this is their dashboard, and they can put in their demographic information here, and this will pull into their chart. They can see any messages that may be pending. So here there's one, and it is that I am requesting her signature on that document that we sent over. So we can click on there to review, and then they would click here to review and sign. So we'll go in there real quick so you can see. Here's that document that that we sent. Here we have, let's see, we have a PHQ-9 that needs to be completed. So we'll come in there and view that. Oh, here we go, this one here. So this is the release for medical information. So here they would input this information for you, and then they would digitally sign, and then that would be sent back over to you. And you'll be able to get a notification in your ICANotes Plus account to let you know that something has been sent. Okay, and then under My Account, this is where they can see their current client balance, and they can pay right through the portal. This gives them their account details so they can see that clearly. They can view invoices, and then they can also put their credit card on file. Also from the portal, they can schedule appointments. So to book an appointment, they're an established client, so they'd click here. It's going to be in person, and they want to come in next week at 10 a.m. We will confirm that date and time, and here it says you're booked. They will receive an email to let them know, and you will receive an email to let you know that someone has scheduled an appointment. And from your account, you will need to confirm that. So from your account, we'll go into our calendar, and you'll see that here is that pending appointment here. So we will simply click here to confirm, and then that appointment will be on your calendar. So I hope you liked this overview of ICANotes Plus. Have a great day.